Announced today that the state's move over law is expanding. It requires that drivers move over if a police car, fire truck, tow truck, or maintenance car with their lights activated is on the side of the road. You can add disabled cars to the list now. That's the expansion. You could be charged up to $300 if you're caught breaking this law. Since 2020, nearly 150 people have been injured while they were inside or standing near a stopped car. 5 people were killed, and more than 70 emergency responders have also been hit while on the side of the road.